Guys, today I have a game for you played by Alireza Firouzja against Mila Zarkovic. Mila Zarkovic is a WIM from Bosnia, and Alireza Firouzja is one of the strongest grandmasters, youngsters from Iran, and I think he's 17 or 18, and he's exceptional player. He's already 2700 and he's just 17, so this is one of his notable games. So he starts off with e4. Mila plays c5, went for the Sicilian Defense, and this is a delayed d4 variation. So he just delays it for the time being and plays g3. And now he plays d4, and we have this setup, the fianchetto, and actually this setup usually favors white, with like 70 or 80% of the games being won by the white pieces and only like 10% being won by the black pieces. So here it's quite a very nice position for white, and here usually grandmasters used to play something like queen c7, like Samuel Sebian for example played that. However, she plays knight fd7, this is probably her preparation, and a4 was played by Alireza, striking this pawn and trying to undermine, basically undermine black's queen side, and he takes, okay, and now rook takes on a4, it's all good, and bishop e7. Quite frankly, this is the first mistake. Already white is having a pleasant, if not really good position already. With h5 is probably the best move, just trying to go for h5, h4, some counterplay. Bishop e7, rook b4 was played, attacking the b7 pawn and trying to also play e5 eventually, breaking open the position and trying for some knight e6 sacrifices. This is all like very theoretical, and knight c5 was played. So here there are two moves. So the other alternative could have been rook a7, after which bishop e3 would be played, and then knight c5, and then after that e5 would be played, and here there are two moves again. Well, in fact three, but the taking would be like generally just bad. You just grab, or you can just you can probably just grab, and it should be quite a pleasant position. If he takes, you take back, and you have this pawn under attack, and it's a very nice position for white. So the other one is bishop takes c2, after which it gets very complicated. D takes and bishop takes. You have knight f5, very strong move. You can't take because now bishop takes c5 is going to be very strong, and followed up with bishop takes d6, and the king can't castle anymore, and then you'd collect this bishop later on. So here another, so taking would just, yeah, it would be really bad, and here and then check, yeah, it's just, and then we just grab here. Yeah, this is winning completely in all shapes and forms. So here I would, so over here I would rather prefer to castle and then play on. After queen takes d6 we would, so if after castling queen takes d6, takes and bishop, and you'd just be a piece down here. Well, without any compensation for it, this knight's very strong. It's just lost for black. And another variation could be rook takes d7, after which you have knight takes e6 and bishop h6. If he plays king f8, bishop h6, and it just becomes a thorn. You're threatening discoveries, and it's very difficult. And instead, if he plays king here, you could just play bishop g5, and this should be quite satisfactory with queen h5, and it gets very messy with eventually the dust settles after this move, and you'd grab here and you'd grab here, so you would have enough material. Say like grab like this. Yeah, you would be winning here. You have here an exchange up and a few pawns up, so yeah. But also at the same time, you might also try to play more accurately, probably you could be winning more, like for example like that, and now you're threatening a discovery again, so like this moves a threat, and then you'd want to take, but okay, yeah, this is defended, you're threatening to take here, so yeah, but this is already not too good of a position. Like a4, we have a very ugly position. We can play rook here. It's getting really bad. Queen is coming into attack. Like black's getting mated soon. So those are the variations with rook a7. However, knight c5 was played, and I'll give you guys 5 seconds. Pause the video and find the best move. So Alireza plays a brilliant move, sacrificing his rook for the bishop for initiative. He plays rook takes b7, very strong. After which, okay, the purpose of this move was actually to defend, so she thought she was making the right move. She didn't expect probably Alireza to sacrifice. However, he finds really powerful line and he plays e5. Now this is exploiting this open long diagonal. So there are 2 moves here. She plays d5. However, let's see what happens if you take. Just takes on e6, and this is the kind of sacrifice I was talking about. So if he plays now takes, and you have knight here, and actually you might think, okay, this is just being an exchange up, but the fact is black's rook isn't that doing much, and white's pieces are not even an exchange up, just having white just has much better pieces here, and bishop e6 coming, bishop c5, it's just a pleasure to play white here, though the material is equal. So that's why I think that would have been the best shot, probably go for this kind of a variation. However, d5 was played, after which Alireza plays amazing knight takes d5. Another probability could have been to the engines probably like is bishop takes, and now after pawn takes we have knight f5 attacking the g7 pawn, and it's a really nice position now. Takes, and he can't go here because of the same issue. Bishop, and then if you go here, now I can just probably play some knight f5, g4. King is just done for at this point, and yeah, its only hope is just to go here. And now you have knight takes d5. This discovery is also a threat now, and now you just takes and played queen d5, complete domination, attacking this loose rook. And yeah, it's just too much to bear. And now you have you just not even an exchange up, you're not even a piece of nothing, but your pawn structure is so good. And yeah, of course you have some pawns, and this should be very easy to convert. With a correct, accurate play, yeah, this should be easy to convert, and you can get like probably play bishop c3 and plant the bishop here. It should be very simple for white to get a massive advantage. Easy to convert this. So another possibility. So here that was a possibility that the engines thought this was a better line. However, Alireza wanted to preserve this long diagonal, this bishop, so he took with a knight and now played knight f5 with the same idea basically, attacking g7 pawn, and now bishop takes d5, so threatening now to take. This makes a lot of sense. She plays bishop c5, good move, trying to try for some counterplay at least, but again b4, trying to divert this bishop. So basically there are three moves again here. The safest being bishop b7, you just retreat and you stop this queen g4 nonsense, and you try to bring the rook here and bring the bishop back to guard the king. However, yeah, even in that situation there's some knight 6 and f7 is quite weak. It's very difficult for black to play this. Bishop b6 was played, and now we have queen. Okay, same thing would be if you played for example bishop takes b4, queen g4 was a move. You're threatening mate at the same time you're threatening too. So if you play g6, you just take. Wow, this is winning. And yeah, obviously you'd think, oh, this is free, but no, there's a check. You'd be queen down. So over here the position continues, bishop b6, queen g4, and we have e6. So wait, let's just see if there's a difference here. So if a6 was played, g6 was played, if you play knight h6, you can also take. This is a possibility, but let's see if knight 6 and king here is played. Now you can take, because if after queen takes you have mate with queen takes on f8. However, if you play king g7, now you can't take this, because then you just take, and now you don't have mate anymore, and actually black is winning here, and he has counterplay, however, bishop g5 was played and attacking the queen, and now this is winning, and now just mate into. So these are like the tactical ideas that you could look out for in this position, but she avoids all of this and plays bishop b6, but leads to the similar kind of position after g6, e6, crushing black completely, like just trying to open up the position. And here she desperately plays queen f6, trying to bring some pieces to shelter the king, but Alireza just pushes e7, and now this pawn is a real thorn, restricting all of black's pieces. He could have also just taken here, and this would rook e6 would be crushing. The queen can't go anywhere. Let's say the queen takes, this is a free piece. Yeah, I have bishop b2, and this beast just wins the game. And yeah, it's checkmate in 2 moves. So but he plays e7, which is also completely winning, and bishop takes f7 is the final killer blow. So here after bishop takes f7 there are like 3 moves. The most she resigned here, but it could have continued in these 3 ways. Number 1 would be she would have probably played this move, king h8, and here you'd get too much material for the pawn, and yeah, this is queening and you lost completely. The other thing could be, possibility could be to take with the king, and now you just lose to queen c4, which is a very powerful move. King can't go anywhere, and now yeah, you're forced to play queen e6 and it's mate. And the other one is just queen, obvious, knight h6, and you just fork, and that's game over. Sorry. So if queen takes knight 6, and yeah, you're just gonna win this easily. And then probably followed by some queen e6 and give some. And bishop b2. So like if he takes here, my idea just here and here. Well, okay, now you can just escape here, but again, this is just like temporary escapes. Like, oh, you have even probably queen h3 here, queen h3. So, oh, you can't play f4, yeah. Yeah. d5 is. Let's meet soon. So. And yeah, you're eventually meeting him. But obviously there might have been a much easier way which I missed to checkmate him. Yeah. Yeah, queen h4, queen e4, queen e4, and then h4, queen f3, and well, this is also quite straightforward. Okay, so that was the game. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time.